Hey everyone, it's Mike with Play More Games. I'm back from my vacation and going to do a quick unbagging for you today. Before I get started, I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow, assuming I post this today, tomorrow, the 21st of October, is the end of the giveaway that I'm doing. So if you haven't already gotten your entry in by commenting, liking and commenting on the video, go ahead and do that. If you are not aware of the video, it's the most recent one I published. So, what have we got? We have got two games, the most recent releases from Revolution Games, and it's the Blind Swords series. So, started with Stonewall Sword, followed up by Thunder in the Ozarks. And then there was Longstreet's Attacks, and then the Kernstown, first and second, published as a single title. Those are the first four games. Here we have volumes 5 and 6. Additionally, in the series, there's from GMT Games At Any Cost, which is a survey of the 1870 Franco-Prussian War. And then there's Simple Blind Swords, which covers the first day at Gettysburg. The name of that one's called The Devils to Pay. I have all of them, and I've liked the ones that I've played. I like Stonewall Sword. I've puttered around At Any Cost a little bit. I liked Longstreet Attacks. Haven't played Thunder in the Ozarks too much. That one, I'll be honest, I didn't really get into. That's more because of the situation. I don't think the situation is very... I think it's difficult to produce the historical result because the Confederates should have pretty easily won that battle. And it's kind of hard to explain why they didn't. And I have not actually touched Kernstown yet. So I hope to do content for all of those videos at some point, but these are the latest two, so enough preamble. I'm showing 3 minutes on the timer here. So let's take a look at the first one. So both of these are early war games. So this is 1861. So first up is Thunder at Dawn. This is the Battle of Wilson's Creek. So I'm just going to take it out of the bag and you can take a look at the second one real quick. And one of the things that I always like about games is when you get to show me something that I don't know. So, Barbarossa, right? Like, how many Barbarossa games has any gamer played, right? So you're not necessarily seeing something new. But I've never heard of Wilson's Creek. I have no idea where this is. So here's another look at the art. On the back is our turn track. Okay. So this is a Union player handout for the Union chits. So this is a chit pull system, and on the back is the player aid card. So this is a chit pull system, but it's asymmetric. So basically you have commanders, subordinates. So when you pull a higher level leader, you pick which one of the subordinates you want to order around, but then you have some generic events as well, and then to provide chrome and asymmetry, the events are different for Confederate and Union. So here are our combat tables, including terrain key. Each battle has some different terrain features. Here's the combat results table. And I really like this combat results table. It's interesting. It takes some getting used to. So basically how it works is you add up your strength along the top, you look at the bottom here to figure out what kind of shifts you have, and then you roll the dice. And depending on the dice roll result, you then look at, okay, what is the morale value of the unit that I have? Okay, it's, let's say in this case, we're on the 10 to 11, and it's a 3 morale, and we get a 54 result. Okay, so now we're shaded in yellow. We take a yellow test, a medium, or a tough cohesion test. And that determines whether you flip or whether you route. So here's the Confederate chart. All right, so here's something that I read a little bit about this. I am excited about this. I haven't looked into it too much. They've gone to a series rules and game exclusive rules format. So one of the things coming from Stonewall's Sword to Thunder in the Ozarks is some of the cavalry rules changed. It's nice to have a series rule book, I think, and then like an exclusive rule book, because once you learn the series rule, when it's time to play a new title, this is all you gotta look at. And this here is nice, it's in color. It has the scenario information in it. Yeah. Alright, so then last two are everyone's favorite parts usually. Counter sheet. So we can see that this battle is actually fairly low unit density. There's not a lot of Union troops. There are many more Confederates. You can definitely tell the difference there, because about here is where the artillery ends. They have a ton of cavalry in this battle. The Confederates do. And it is a full map size here. And let me go over to the camera and see just how much of that we can squeeze in. Oh, yeah. So it is a beautiful map. So we'll just float over it very slowly. So we can see that this terrain is dominated by a stream that bisects the map running from north to south, if you follow my finger. And then we can see some elevated formations here, elevated formations there. Very easy to see because we have the slope lines to tell us. It's a huge and beautiful color map. I want to say, I believe this is a Rick Barber map, who unfortunately passed away. But it's gorgeous. It is, well, let me put it to you this way. There are board game maps, and then there are board game maps, and that is a board game map. Alright. So let me put that away, and we'll take a quick look at The Day Was Ours, and that is volume 6. And The Day Was Ours is based on Battle Bull Run, and this is one of the this is one of the few battlefields I've actually been to. So I encourage you, if you are in the area of any historical site of interest, you should check it out. But I think Manassas was really well done. They have like a short little, they have a pavilion. If you go into the pavilion, you can watch like a little video demonstration of the battle unfolding. You also have, obviously you have the Jackson statue, and I remember a funny story hearing as a kid. On the back of that you have the turn track. Obviously the story about Jackson's standing like a stone wall, and then some debate as to whether that was meant sincerely or insincerely. More like, is he standing there holding his ground, and you should too, or is he standing there doing nothing like a dullard? So, I won't spend too much time on the player aids, because they are very similar. Confederate unique events, and the backside. There's the Blackberries event that I'm noticing, because I think as the story goes, they stopped to pick blackberries along the way, which prevented them from, moving in a timely fashion. And you can see here that the terrain key is a little bit different. You have Union event shit. Once again, you have series rules in black and white. And then you have exclusive rules in color. Alright. Again, Rick Barber map here, but let's take a quick look at the counters. Alright. So you can see, in contrast to the other game, a lot more soldiers. Many more soldiers. And very little cavalry. You have Stuart. But that's about it. I'm not seeing anyone else. But definitely lots more infantry formations and more generals and more artillery. Alright, let's take a quick look at the map. And again, this is another full-size map. Alright. Again, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so we'll do a quick flyover here as well. And this here in the middle is the Warrenton Pike. And then that blue line in the middle is Bull Run itself. Okay. And it seems Jeb Stuart has arrived. And she has some intelligence for me. So I will await my briefing with Jeb. And I hope you enjoyed a quick look at these two games. I'm not going to pack up this one just yet, because I think I will start with this one. And hope to do a little video content on that soon. So, once again, thank you for watching. If you haven't entered the video contest and you wish to do so, now is certainly the time to do it. But other than that, happy travels, and we will be back again soon. Thank you, and have a nice day.